So we start the second chapter. Biological classification. See, there are basic three needs of human being. There are basic three needs of any organism: food, shelter, and clothing. There are three basic needs of any organism: food, shelter, and clothing. Shelter is known as habitat. Is the area at which the organism can live. The area at where an organism lives. Initially, the classification was very simple according to the need of an organism, because you know that these are the three basic needs of any organism when you think about it. So Aristotle divides the organisms according to the morphological characters. Okay, what do you mean by morphological characters? Means external features. External features of an organism. So according to the morphological characters, Aristotle divided organisms into two parts. Fine. As you know that the two basic parts are plants and animals. Because basic classification was very simple there, according to the basic need. Fine. So Aristotle was divided the whole kingdom or all the organisms into two parts, plants. So in plants, he divided the plants into two parts, herbs, shrubs, and trees. Whereas animals are divided into two parts, RBC containing or can't contain RBC. So with RBC or without RBC? With RBC and without RBC. Yes. The organism which consists the blood cannot consist the RBC. In some animals you can see like that. Fine. So Aristotle divided the organisms into two parts, plants. So according to the morphological characters, the plants are divided into three groups: herbs, shrubs and trees. So according to the length, we say that herbs are short. Fine. Herbs are short, shrubs consist medium height. So shrubs are present in between herbs and trees are tall. So basic classification of the Aristotle. Whereas similarly Linnaeus divided the whole kingdom into two parts, Plantae and Animalia. Fine. Kingdom Plantae and Kingdom Animalia. But now we know that Plantae kingdom consists all the plants and animal kingdom, Animalia kingdom consists all the animals. This system did not distinguish between the eukaryotic and prokaryotic. That I will explain you in the 8th chapter. Prokaryotic means not well developed nucleus and eukaryotic means well developed nucleus. Prokaryotic in that nuclear membrane is absent. Nuclear membrane is absent, so not well developed nucleus is there. Whereas in eukaryota, well developed nuclear membrane there. Fine. So it has well developed nucleus. So here no description of eukaryota and prokaryota. Unicellular and multicellular organism, The which organism is made up of one cell or many more cells. And photosynthetic, that is green algae, and non-photosynthetic, that is fungi. Here, algae and fungi are remaining dead, so no description of algae as well as fungi. So algae, you know that algae are photosynthetic organisms. So algae are autotrophic in nature. Autotrophic. Fine. They form the food by themselves. And fungi is heterotrophic. It cannot form the food by itself. Classification of organism into plants and animals was easily done and was easy to understand. In spite, the large number of organisms did not fall into either category. Because here we divide the all organisms into two parts only. Hence, the two kingdom classification used for the long time was found inadequate. So here, no description of prokaryotic, eukaryotic, unicellular, multicellular, no description of the algae and fungi. So this kingdom was not that much long time used. Need was also felt for including, besides gross morphology. Yes, apart from including all the characters, we have to include the morphological characters, means from externally, from outside the organism is look like. Other characters like cell structure, the cell in that which type of the difference there, nature of wall, cell wall is present or not, plasma membrane, fine, and the different specific feature of the cell wall, mode of nutrition, autotrophic or heterotrophic. Heterotrophic, and that we have learned with this, that herbivorous, carnivorous, omnivorous and decomposers. Here no mode of nutrition is included, that habitat, it lives where, method of reproduction. So which type of the method of reproduction can be applied by this organism, sexually or asexually? Evolutionary relationship. Evolutionary relationship means